Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LonelyMans podcast, the fastest growing podcast on the internet. Before we begin, please like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Dude, we're growing. We're blowing up on YouTube. It's fucking crazy, dude. We're on Spotify, Apple, anywhere else you can find podcasts. If you want to listen in your car, maybe listen at the beach, maybe listen at a park, or while you're at work or something. Dude, you can listen to this podcast. Is versatile. You can listen to this podcast anywhere. Also, follow us on Instagram at LonelyMans Podcast. On the Instagram, we post clips there all the time, highlights from the show. We got all types of crazy shit going on. Today's guest, you know him from the impression that we did of him on the Doug Allen episode. Please welcome Gareth Fiske, everybody.
Hey.
You haven't been on the podcast, actually?
Hey, no, it's the first time, man.
I thought you were.
No, I'm excited to be here
Interesting.
today. I've just been only mentioned. I'm a legend, apparently, on this show.
Yeah,
You are, dude. We said you're a big blunt guy. You love smoking blunts.
Yeah, that are full of non-marijuana joints.
Cigars. You roll cigars.
I roll cigars, 100%. Yes.
So if
absolutely.
you're actually worried about your occupation, do you think the people at your job see you and say, "There's no way this guy smokes marijuana"?
I mean, there's no way. I don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
You
only
kind of have
do-
you kind of have Jim Brewer face where you just look high as shit all the time.
Yeah. It's a severe problem
Is
that
what you
we've
tell
always
people? They're
tried
like,
to.
Are you high? They're like, have you heard of Jim Brewer?
Yeah, well, I mean, usually I just look stupid, so it goes into my myself. Also, I feel like everybody that's actually from Austin just looks a little dumb in the head.
Yeah.
So it's how we've been
The other night,
mushed.
you're like, do I look fucked up? I was like, you look drunk. You're like, oh, good. I thought I looked retarded. I was like, oh, you look retarded also.
Yeah, that's definitely something that happens every now and then for myself. That's how I'm known around these parts. Oh God, there comes Gareth. He's had 12 beverages.
Yeah, Paul
Already.
yesterday was like, yo, the last few times I've seen Gareth, he's been kind of drunk. I was like,
Yeah.
every time I see Gareth.
I didn't
he's
say
drunk.
kind of drunk. I said he's been the drunkest I've ever
Oh,
seen a
that's
human
right.
being.
Oh, no way. I don't know. There's no way I was that
No,
drunk, dude.
Gareth
You're pretty
fucking
drunk.
stands his ground, dude.
There was a, you got to work hard and play hard. So I get off of my work and I go and I do more work, which is comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm done with that, I'm getting drunk, dude. I'm celebrating. I have money for that reason.
You're good drunk. I saw Owen Galvin
yeah.
the other night, and he was really drunk. And immediately when I saw him, he was like, "I could beat the fucking shit out of you." And I was like, "Okay."
You want to play a game of skate with me? I was like,
Yeah,
Owen, I'm not skateboarding.
Yeah, he was challenging everybody to contests.
Dude, yeah, no, fucking.
Feats of strength.
No, I mean, most people look like they can't handle their shit because they haven't gone through years of drinking in college, I would say.
Yeah.
That's kind of what sets you straight on that.
Should I go outside?
No,
So,
keep smoking.
no, yeah, that's fine. It's only THCA, so it's legal in the United States. It's fine.
This is actually crack cocaine.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys, you shouldn't smoke crack cocaine. There's usually
It's actually a
there's
racist.
usually
There's no ashtray out here. That don't do. Don't ash on the.
wow.
concrete.
Now it looks like you live in a crack cocaine
Yeah.
house for sure. If you're ashing on the table at
Thanks
that
for
point.
dude.
It's actually a colonialist worldview to not support smoking crack cocaine. So you should really check yourself.
Well, crack cocaine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it were up to me, I think that
Did I say colonialist?
I think
I
all.
meant colonists.
Colonists or colonial.
No, I meant the doctors that deal with colons.
Oh yeah, no.
Colonologist.
Yeah, I could do it in the metal, right? The metal part of the table.
No. Well, all
Why?
right, fine.
Do whatever you want. This
We
is
have-
your house,
I
man.
have no ashtray.
It's not my house, dude. I live here.
Yeah, ash on the floor. Take a shit on the ground. That's totally all okay. No, I mean,
Puff off that joint.
do y'all think?
I got herpes right now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Look at my bottom lip. I got a herp.
I'll take a chance.
All
What's
right,
wrong
I've
with
been trying
that?
to touch it with just my fingers too.
I'll-
Nothing
I'll
really,
do
but I
that
like to
too.
let people know so that if they
Yeah,
get
don't-
herpes, they can't really.
If it was,
blame
I thought it was a 1 out of 4 chance. There's
Well, I
only
don't-
3 people here, so
Yeah, so I think we're
so
good.
mathematically you can't get herpes right now.
Gareth, when you're not doing intense mathematical equations, what kind of stuff do you like to do in Austin? You're a Texas native.
Yeah, man. I love going to music. Growing up like in Austin, all like there was to do is just go to a show, concert or whatever. That Like, it's
And you
definitely
listen to-
changed since I've been doing comedy, though. So, like,
You probably listen to like Aaron Lewis, Kid Rock.
yeah,
Godsmack.
you know exactly
Godsmack.
what I like. Absolutely. No.
Dude, all I did before comedy was go to concerts, like 4 to 5 a month.
Yeah.
And then the other night, Spotify was like, hey, this girl you like has a new album. So I clicked on her page and it said she's coming to Austin in November. I was like, sick.
Sweet.
I go to it. It's already sold out. It's
Yeah.
sold out in pre-sale. So even when I want to go have fun, it's not possible anymore.
Yeah, well, before COVID happened, there used to be like something to do every week or two. It seemed like there was a really good band that would come into town. That isn't the case anymore. Like I
I hear
looked
about
in.
good concerts all the time.
They do come into town, but it used to be much more. Like I
okay.
feel like at least
Moody Center swing.
maybe I haven't been paying attention just because I've been just going out to do comedy.
Yeah, we don't pay
every day.
attention. I've been hanging out with normies, and they tell me about all these like DJs and concerts.
Yeah,
going to.
I've been doing a couple of really good ones. I listened to like a handful of everything. I'm really excited. I'm really paid way
Oh, I
more
love
than I
that
should
band. A
have.
handful of everything. They're
Yeah,
really good.
well, I listen. I'm looking forward to Pavement. I'm gonna go see them
Oh wow, dude!
in November.
Think
The-
you're cool? Dude?
Yeah, I fucking am, dude. I listen to Pavement.
Is
Of
Pavement
course,
not
I'm
cool?
cool.
It's cool.
It's a very cool
I was
band.
thinking of
Dude.
that. I think that's a Paul Cypher's band.
Yeah, it's totally seems like
Do
it
you
would be
listen to
right
Built
up
to
Paul.
Spill, Gareth?
Yeah, I do. I
Really?
have listened to them. But I do. I literally listen to like as much things as possible. The main stuff I listen to.
Women got you into Pavement. A woman did.
No, just fucking
No, a
around,
woman,
dude.
No, a woman
With
did.
women.
Yeah, pussy, dude. I love pussy. That's for sure.
Can
If
you
there's
talk
one
about pussy?
thing
Are you allowed to talk about
you can
pussy
know
on the
about
podcast?
Gareth, love pussy. Yeah, I love women. I'm all for women. I think women are incredible. I was
we
raised by a
talking-
single mom. I think that they're the doers of this world.
Are we talking
You're running for
equality?
office? Are you running for scumbag office?
Yeah, I am.
The way you answer
I'm in
questions.
so much tax problem.
When you say that, do you mean like all women, or do you mean like just real women?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
let's definitely talk about the elephant in the room. I
Yeah.
also have a pussy.
So you mean
too.
just real women? Yeah.
Yeah, no, real women, absolutely. No, I love
You
everyone.
join a long line of guests that could, if you told me you were like a trans man, like a formerly a woman and on like testosterone, I might believe you.
I look like a lesbian most
And your
of the time.
voice
I
kind
have
of-
the haircut of a really well put together lesbian.
Your voice kind of sounds like it was artificially deepened by like exogenous chemicals.
sound like
Yeah,
you
my
huff-
misogyny
You
is
sound
what's
like,
deepened my voice.
You sound like you huffed a lot of air duster back in high school.
Yeah, I don't know why I sound the way I do, but I do, and I don't know. I have like an old video of me whenever I was a kid, and like I was at a family gathering, and I was like 3 years old, and everybody like put me in front, and there's like a picture. They're like, "Tell us about yourself, Gareth," and I was like, "Stop it!" I sounded the exact same as I do now. I'll
Yeah.
find that video and
Just a little-
share it with y'all eventually.
Yeah, we'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Put it on the Patreon.
Yeah, no, my family makes fun of me a bunch for it. I'll make sure to include that. I think everybody was making fun of my young photos for a long time. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, there was a group chat of a lot of the people that go to the Raymond Cabrera's open mics.
The Buzzmill, baby.
The Buzzmill.
Coming back strong.
It is, yeah, it's coming back.
So
as the-
happy.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But
Okay.
Go on with the group chat. No, I want to talk about that. That was a
Patrick
comment.
Patrick DePari, I think he like scrolled through Gareth's Facebook or something and found all these pictures of him from like 12 to like 17 and would just post them without context in the group chat. And like we started like hashtag young Gareth. And then I looked and I looked through the group members. Gareth was not a part of the group chat. And
Yeah.
So Patrick was like felt so weird about it afterwards because he thought Gareth was in there, but he's just privately sharing pictures of Gareth to everybody.
Yeah. So I look into so I get Jesse invites me into it. He puts me in there, and then I'm like, what is this? And there's just nothing but pictures of me as I'm scrolling up and I'm at work and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's just a bunch of
And
different
before
pictures
you read,
of
you probably think
myself.
everyone's roasting you.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with I was an innocent young boy. I was just being a young stallion, dude. You know, I can't help
Kid, dude.
the size of my penis at such a young age. It's how things go. You know what I mean, right, bud?
When it's too big for
No,
your
it's
age?
just too big.
I do know about your penis at a young age. I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
good.
All right.
I
Well,
wish I partied with Gareth back in high school. We would have had fun, dude. We're kind of on the same wavelength.
yeah, I mean, we're partying now.
You
know,
never know if
20
you guys could have been friends because Jesse went to high school in like the 70s and Gareth went.
Yeah, dude.
You're an old man, Jesse.
Smoke doobs of grass.
Jesse isn't too much older than us.
He's so old, dude.
You're 7 years older than us. It's not bad.
Paul is in his 30s now, by the way.
I mean, eventually I will be. I guess.
Wow.
If you want to consider your mid to late 20s.
So y'all are really close to death, is what you're telling me right
I'm
now?
26, so.
Oh,
that's close
shit.
to that.
Oh,
I'm Gen
I'm
Z,
closer.
dude. I'm 22 years old.
I'm 28. So we got 28, 26.
You're a
and then
boomer
35.
millennial, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're old, dude.
I am old. I'm proud of that. I remember when Ho-Ho flew over the rainbow in Pokemon, okay?
Yeah.
I remember the first episode of Pokemon coming out.
Do you
in the
remember? I was
States.
asking people on the street if they remember this scene from the Pokemon movie. No one did.
But
When at the end of the Pokemon movie, everyone's getting sucked into some shit, and then they all grab onto each other, and they're like, Snorlax is the last one grabbing them, and they're all like making a line through the air, getting like sucked into.
no, I don't remember that. It probably made me cry though whenever
Yeah.
I was a kid.
It's like at the end of the day, dude, Snorlax saved everybody, and they were like, being a fat guy rules. That was being a
he
huge
blocked a black hole.
Yeah,
He's
being
such
a huge
fat piece of shit.
piece of shit is the best way.
Shout out to Patrick DePari.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
you fat piece
That
of
brings
shit.
me, Garrett. So you have a lot of friends and family in Texas. They might listen to this episode.
Yeah,
So who's
hopefully.
like your least favorite? What's the least favorite part of your family? Let's like. What do
Oh,
you
that's
hate
a good
about-
question.
What do you hate about your family?
Man, my family, I got a lot. They're from everywhere. So I have family that like has like every kind of viewpoint imaginable.
Oh, you were trying to defend Connecticut the other night because your family lives in Connecticut.
No. I was defending the Northeast coast. I don't know what I was defending.
Yeah.
I had
It was-
multiple beverages.
I was talking shit specifically about Connecticut, and you said my family lives in Connecticut.
I heard
Oh, I was
You're-
fucking with you, dude.
I wasn't backing down. I was like, Connecticut sucks.
Yeah, no, I don't know shit about Connecticut.
Somebody told
dude.
me you were defending white supremacy.
Oh,
so-
that's. I mean, I usually am wearing like a white shirt.
Yeah, you. This is like the vacationer white power, like when they're like, oh, let's
Yeah.
go to Florida for the week. And
Oh, isn't this like
it's-
Boogaloo Boy?
yeah.
An old tourist in a foreign country is usually
Yeah.
my outlook on life. Or
Me and Jesse should be two. Can someone Photoshop me and Jesse as two Taiwanese lady boys? Because it looks like you'd be sitting on this
Yeah,
couch
sit
with
up
two
straight.
Taiwanese lady boys.
oh, I don't think I'd go that. Oh well, maybe I don't know. See how drunk I can get in Taiwan,
Yeah.
and then then hit me up after that. That's for sure.
You should make a. You should IRL live stream. You should 24/7 Truman Show stream your
Oh yeah,
life.
when you're
Gareth.
out of work, you should just have a camera going.
I would
on
watch
at all
it.
times.
I would
You
watch
watch.
that.
You just
I wanna
watch
see what you
me
get
just
into.
jerking off
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
You said you walked
multiple
like 10
times.
miles the other night because you were all sweaty.
I
So
did. I was walking everywhere.
You
I
should
walked
stream that, dude.
Yeah, I wanna
back and
stream.
forth from the Vulcan to the creek and the cave, and
Gareth, I'll turn my
know what I mean?
notifications on for your Instagram profile, and every time you go on IGTV Live, I can watch it. I'll watch it. And
Okay.
you just start Instagram living your life, and I will tune in. 'Cause
Well-
there's a lot of moments where people do that, and I'm like, why would I watch this person? But if you were just walking down the street, I'd be like, I'll watch for like 20 minutes.
yeah, I mean, I usually run into just the.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So like a couple weeks ago, my friends I was going back to my place. I think it was like Friday night. We had just come off the 6th Street. This is a couple of weeks ago, and I fucking hate 6th Street. The only reason I enjoy it anymore is
It's
because
probably
I'm going to Vulcan or I'm going to the Creek and the Cave, which is really on 7th. I don't fuck around with 36 anymore.
Not that 7th Street's any better over that way.
No, fuck no. But
What's your
what-
favorite bar on Dirty Six?
I
If
don't
you
have
had to.
one.
If
I
you
couldn't
had to go to
tell.
one
I
of them.
hate them
The
all.
Vulcan Gas Company.
The
dude.
Vulcan is not really a bar. That's a comedy club.
Right.
So, you know, like whenever I talk about bars, like now, whenever I went to Dirty Six, whenever I was a kid, it got its name Dirty Six because you went there when you were underage. That's also why women would call older men dirty for going.
I thought
there.
it got its name because of all of the fat, sort of attractive but pretty average looking women.
It could
that are
go
there.
either way there,
Look
but
at all
really,
these dirty sixes.
no, it's really because like I used to go there with my fake ID and get into peckerheads and all those bars, you
Get some
know.
peckerhead.
Yeah, hopefully that was always the plan. Still is. Holler at me, dogs.
Are
Yeah,
you
Gareth
single? Are
loves
you a
pussy.
What's
single
up,
man?
babies?
Are you a
Yeah.
single man?
And top.
I am single.
Well, we have our single viewers. We gotta look into the camera there. We can cut you sort of
Oh, God.
cut a, you know, the 90s
It's a
dating
bunch of
ads?
fat
Yeah, you wanna
old
do your,
men.
video dating profile.
Yeah, do a nice video dating. We'll have it pan in on you. We'll put up the letters behind.
Your
you.
name,
Okay,
age,
great.
Where you're from and what you're looking
All right,
for.
ready?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Hi,
Let's
my
go.
name.
Wait, let me count you in. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Hi, my name's Gareth. If you're looking for a guy that's going to grab your butt a lot more than you don't have it being grabbed right now, I'm the man. Your levels of happiness are going to soar up to the top. And me, myself, and I'm going to order all the appetizers you want. If you want any more, let me know. Holla, baby. Let me holla at you. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, holla, holla. All right, you think that was good? You
Yeah,
think
dude.
that was good? I thought that was
I'm gonna
good.
put that out on Instagram.
I think
bro.
all the
Get some
babes
pussy.
are gonna get at me, dude.
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
You're
After
running a
that,
risk. Mention the appetizer thing. You're probably gonna get a lot of large women. If that's what you're looking for,
Some
though, that's
dirty
great.
sixes,
Yeah.
bro.
I want a lady that can read at this point in my life.
Dude, my girlfriend
That likes to
reads-
read like good books, like
Yeah.
My girlfriend
something
doesn't
I
read good
like.
books. She reads like YA romance novels, like young adult romance novels.
Do you want to
Twilight?
check yourself
No,
before you
even
wreck
never.
yourself right now?
What do you mean?
What kind of books? What kind of shitty books is she reading?
She
What?
read this one book about, it was the story about the son of the president and the son of like the Queen of England or whatever, the UK, and they were secretly gay and they were having gay sex with each other.
That's pretty awesome. Dude.
It's a
And
cool
it was kind of
topic.
like young adults, so they didn't fuck all the time. But she said there was one like pretty graphic blowjobs like part of the book, and I
Right.
was like, dude, if conservative Fox News got a hold of this book, and it was just like there's a man talking about bobbing his head on a man's penis and stuff like that.
No, but like regular gay sex isn't really like a huge issue anymore. If they were both became trans or something, then Fox News would have a
Yeah,
problem
that's
with
true. But yeah, it's not a bad premise for a book though, right? That's actually a pretty.
That's a solid premise. I'd prefer a girl that reads like, you know, some novels or some literature or maybe a historical book or something like that. You know, as long as they don't fucking really, honestly, as long as they're reading and they aren't telling me about the Kardashians or they're not fucking saying something that makes me want to put a fucking gun in my mouth and pull the trigger. You know,
I
I'm
matched
all
with a
for it.
girl yesterday who had pictures of her like bookshelf, and it like intimidated me.
That's tight, dude.
Yeah.
I had one chick, and I was super stoked. I was on Hinge one time, and I sent her she was like one of those girls that was like, you have to send her a rose or whatever for a
Okay.
response. She messaged me back. Everything was going great. We had like a sushi date lined up, and then I didn't use a comma in the right spot.
Wow.
And
The Oxford
she,
comma?
yeah, I don't fucking know. She was like, "Yo, what the fuck is your grammar about, dude?" And I was like, "Oh man, this got me really hard right now." I was like, the level of disrespect in that comment was. She was like, "You better correct this, like somehow teach me that, you know, you're not retarded." And I was like, I cannot promise that. I was like, I
You had
cannot.
homework to
She
do.
would have figured out in the date.
She would have exactly. I was like, I gotta be upfront with you here. You know, I can't say that a grammatical error isn't gonna happen between me and you every now and then.
You say you
but-
like this from women.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, just a level of denial immediately, like that definitely gets my nipples hard
Okay.
for sure. So if I ever
That
saw
sounds
her
awful.
out in the open, I would definitely take my shot. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds awful.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, she was a terrible person. I shouldn't be with that person, but those are the type of women.
Did you get the
Okay.
sushi date?
Yeah,
Did it
I
happen?
want. No,
You want what
no.
you can't have, is
No,
what you're
no.
saying.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
See,
yeah.
I get smart women, smart, beautiful women all the time. So that's why I like mostly only have sex with ugly,
oh,
ugly fat
smart,
ones.
beautiful women. That's all. Yeah.
In my history, if you look back through all my body count, the reason that most of them are ugly, fat, desperate women is not because that's all I could get. It's because I could get hot women, but it was more attractive to.
Yeah, no, for me it's just if I see crazy in somebody's eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I just see
Have you ever thought about maybe like
crazy.
And she sees it right back in you, dude.
If I see crazy, like I'm just like, if there's a hurricane in there, I'm putting on my fucking rain boots.
Have
I'm
you ever
jumping
thought
in.
about maybe fixing whatever is wrong with you that causes you to do this type of behavior,
I,
which no doubt leads to problems?
Yeah, I mean, I know what I need to have. I need to have a responsible lady, like we went over, that reads. I know what I'm looking for now. However, if you're really hot
Okay.
and absolutely batshit crazy, there's probably
You're still not
not.
done with that yet.
Yeah.
You know,
That's still in your life.
there's something between a literal grammar Nazi and a literal crazy person. There's a large like space you could be operating in between those two.
Yeah, the crazy spectrum
There's a
is
girl
very
that reads,
wide for me.
There's a
As
girl
long
that
as you
casually
mark
reads
on
and
that.
has her shit together.
Yeah.
And can handle her life.
Yeah, dude, I'd really like that, but
Okay.
who knows if it'll ever happen, you know? I'm
Yeah.
okay with being
Yeah, you're
alone.
just on these wild ends of the spectrum, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm cool with just figuring it out and seeing what happens with life.
Well, hopefully someone responds to your video dating app.
Yeah, dude. I hope so too. Y'all gotta put some good music in the background.
You can clip
or
that out and
something.
put it onto Hinge.
Yeah.
Put the videos on there.
I was actually thinking about making a PowerPoint for my Hinge. I
Okay.
saw somebody do that for their Tinder profile, and I
Yeah.
thought that's a really good idea.
Are you
Like
good with
it's just a
PowerPoint?
solid. Yeah, it's like a solid way to let you know I have my shit together too.
Are you gonna have graphs and stuff?
Yeah, graphs and some charts, your happiness levels and
Yeah.
all that other good stuff.
Your
100%.
orgasms to my orgasms.
Yeah, absolutely. Orgasms without me is gonna be probably like right here.
Yeah.
Orgasms with me is probably gonna be like right here
Yeah.
or there, depending on like the time of day and how I'm feeling and do
Yeah.
I really want to put in the effort and all that.
Can you
know.
make like an Excel spreadsheet of like dating plans and stuff?
You
too?
could. You could be like, look, this is what we could do and all this stuff. I have a good enough
And then
amount of
track
money.
the last time you did it, be like, yo, we just did that bullshit. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, dude, I'm a prepared guy. I know what's up. I enjoy having my stuff lined up for a nice lady.
Yeah.
So
What does your Hinge profile say on it?
I haven't updated it in a long time. I actually stopped using it like 4 or 5 months ago because I was just like, fuck these bitches on here. I didn't.
Are you back on Tinder looking for
Fuck
some
these
sluts?
bitches specifically on Hinge, or fuck these?
I went to
bitches in
Tinder. I
general?
went to Tinder and I went to Hinge.
Okay.
And, the last couple of girls I've been with, great girls. They're really nice and I like hanging out with them.
And you're
but I'm
trying to
so
get a
busy.
second time going, obviously.
I'm
You like
so-
hanging out with them,
I-
but they had a lot of they had high school to go to and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Who's back in
exactly.
session?
They had to go back to,
There's a fun summer.
third period.
Yeah.
But no, the point is that what is life? What am I really looking for in a woman at this
Okay.
point?
Mm.
I'm so busy with work and
You should
fucking
try the Field app.
shit. What's that?
Field app is for exclusively like threesomes and gangbangs.
Yeah, if you want to fuck someone's
man.
girlfriend with them.
Yeah. If
No, I'm
yeah.
good on
or,
that.
I mean, basically, the only thing, how many guys download that app thinking like, maybe I can fuck two? Like, I can't even find one girl to fuck me on this other app. Maybe I can find two hot girls.
Of course, there's some guy out there that's
There's
thinking
probably
that.
like none of that on.
I know.
Field. It's all couples.
It's almost exclusively guys wanting to fuck you
It's
while
just
you
two
fuck their
dudes.
if it
wives.
is two girls, they're looking for another girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's all just two dudes. The two chicks looking for one guy. That isn't happening.
I tried to get Jesse to
That
sign up
isn't
for the
happening.
black dating app, but he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
What-
why not,
Are you
dude?
on there?
I mean, I'm down if you're down.
Why don't you make an account right now with us, Gareth? And we'll do together a black dating app account for Gareth. I think you're looking for a smart, like independent woman who has a little crazy in her, and I think a career-driven black woman might be the
I'm all for it, dude. Yeah, no,
like
for
a-
sure.
the CEO of a company that's grown 300%.
You don't think that this thought has ever crossed my mind?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's absolutely crossed
That
my
like
mind.
handles your career for you, and like
I'm all good
doesn't let
with
you
that.
talk to any of your toxic friends anymore.
Oh no, so I'm not down with that.
Well, it doesn't matter; they'll force you.
I gotta have freedom to talk to whatever dumbass I want.
Let's
to
rank
talk
your
to.
top 3 most toxic friends. Let's go.
Oh, that's a
In
great
no order.
question.
Just pick 3 of your most toxic friends.
I mean, there's so many friends. I
you
have
don't have
like
to say their
one,
last name. You can just say their first
I have
name.
like a whole group of friends that are just terrible
What's
people
one of the
in
most
general.
toxic ones?
I mean, they're like good people, but they're people I wouldn't hang out with now. You know what I
All
mean?
right, let's name
Got a
one.
lot of those in my life, dude.
It's literally a whole. There's like a whole group of them.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
It's essentially like all the kids I went to high school together
kind of
with
behavior?
that I
Right.
still
What
hang
kind of
out with
toxic
today.
behavior do they exhibit?
Well, I mean, they're just a bunch of like, and I'm not saying I wasn't. My family did come from some bit of wealth. My mom didn't have much, but the rest of my family does. But a lot of those kids are wealthier, very well off. They don't really know how to a lot of them are frat dudes and sorority members. So it's with them, it's they live in their own realm. You know what I mean? But that fucking takes away from so much in life, and there's always a veil of what you can go across and what you can't. So I can't say like any particular one is worse than the other. I think they're all grouped into the same culmination. They all kind of hang out with one another and stuff still, and it's the same shit that they've been living with for their whole life.
Like
there's no growth within their personality and shit.
Yeah, when I was 25, I ditched that group.
Yeah,
completely. Because all we would do is just like drink beers and smoke blunts together and like sit around somebody's garage in my hometown.
Yeah,
like, a block away.
I still have all those friends, and I love going to do that kind of shit with them. But hear me out on this. It's just much better. Like whenever I started doing comedy, before that I was going out to bars and to do that shit just to get drunk and to fucking smoke weed or whatever was there at that time whenever I was a dumbass kid. And, the older I've gotten, the more I've realized, well, shit, like, there has to be a purpose to this, so.
Yeah, I'd never want to just sit around and smoke weed on a couch with my friends. I feel like that's a really bad way to spend your life.
Well, no, I mean, that's great. You should be able to relax, do whatever the fuck you want to do, but it shouldn't encompass your life. That shouldn't be all it is, or just going out drinking, all the time. If you can afford it, I'd say, hey, fuck it. Go to a really nice restaurant every day. That's a really good way to live, but 90% of us can't fucking do that.
What's your
right?
favorite restaurant in Austin, Texas? We're sort of like a food podcast now.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Salty Sow a lot. It's a really good one I went to recently. It's a kind of fusion steakhouse. But
everything's fusion in Austin.
Everything's fusion in Austin. There's this really good place that's like right next to my house that I've been going to. On Tuesdays, they have oysters and champagne for pretty cheap. And it's a farm-to-table restaurant.
Is that
really
where you would
fucking
take a girl
good.
that knows how to read?
Yeah, for sure. But I can't remember what the fuck it's called right off the top of my head.
I didn't know you enjoyed the finer things in life so much, Gareth. I didn't know you were such an auteur of taste. I didn't know you're such an auteur of culture.
No, I mean, I just grew up liking nicer shit. It wasn't because I got to have it a lot. But whenever I got it, like what's better at that point? When
you got it, you got it.
You're like, oh shit. My mom always, though, was like a kid, just like, you're gonna be fucked as an adult. I was always like, why can't we stay at the W? I don't understand. Why are we staying at the hotel Holiday Inn or whatever?
I just heard about a haunted hotel in Austin. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, the Waldorf on 6th Street.
Yeah, have you stayed there?
Yeah, I have. I actually have.
Is it spooky?
My mom, I was a baby last time I stayed there, but my mom had a portrait of me drawn as a baby. We were staying in that hotel.
Waldorf?
Yeah, at the Waldorf. But fuck it. Who cares about ghosts? Why are they always in buildings?
Yeah, old buildings.
Why are they always in old buildings?
Yeah, there's no new ghosts in new buildings.
Yeah, you don't go down 6th Street and you're in the alley and then a ghost comes out. It's like, this is my alley.
Like 200 years ago.
Yeah, for real, dude. No. Ghosts are just douches. They're just staying in a house. Like, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah, they're boring, dude. They never leave town. Have you ever left town? You ever lived anywhere else?
Yeah, I lived in San Diego for a couple of years. Really cool place. I loved it a lot.
Were you in school?
No, I could have gone to school. I ended up I ended up going there and I ran a floral shop and a couple other businesses.
You ran a floral shop?
A floral shop?
A floral shop.
I can't really go into it much, but it was a floral
He's a botanist.
agency. I might have interned with the CIA. Who knows? But
you were selling crack to fund the Contras?
Yes, absolutely. 100%. I've been watching a lot of Narcos.
So you've lived in Austin and San Diego. So if you had to hazard a guess within the ballpark of how many Hispanic women you've had sex with, would you put it like over 100, under 100?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the number was. I think I had a lot more relations in high school and in college than I have now.
Now you're strictly white women.
No.
Now you say I'm going the
anyone
best.
that is nice
Top
and
of line race.
can fucking not talk about stupid shit, I'm all for it.
Yeah, well, if it's in Spanish, then it could be about anything.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want a woman that's just watching, Telemundo soap operas all day. I see what you're saying.
No, well, I don't mind Telemundo or soap operas. That's fine. I just don't like.
I'm thinking about settling down with an abuela myself.
Oh, abuelas are great,
like
dude.
A 65-year-old Spanish woman.
No, I was in a 7-year almost relationship
with an abuela.
with an abuela.
Really?
And
she cook you beans and rice? That's just that. I don't think that even has weed in it. I think you're just hitting straight melting
Did you
metal.
know there was weed in it?
There's no weed in it. This is all just regular. That's all tobacco.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, there's nothing in it. But no, like she didn't do anything. That was kind of the issue there. It was all up to me. It was
Well, I mean,
there
she's
was
old.
a
She's
relationship
retired.
that
She's
didn't.
an
She's
abuela.
gone. She's gone now.
Yeah, she's
You
probably
know, I
dead.
wish her the best of luck with whatever's happening in her life.
She's in Mexican heaven.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. That's what we can all hope for.
You can go talk to her on the El Dia de
No,
Muerte.
no.
What is that day?
El Dia de Muerte?
What? Yeah,
the
you can
fuck?
go and pray
The
to
Day of
her.
the Dead.
Do you guys want to go to a celebration this year?
Halloween
Which
celebration?
one?
No, a Day of the Dead celebration.
Sure.
What is that?
It's the Mexican Halloween.
Where they talk to the.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love their I love that little pastry they
We
give
could paint
out.
our faces like skulls.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Are we Mexican enough to do that?
I
With
think
the
this.
paint on it, I don't think anyone
Is
will
that
know.
like blackface for
Jesse
Mexican?
already looks. Jesse already looks like one of those skulls with no makeup on. So look at him.
Would that wouldn't be considered like blackface for Hispanic people if we went out with like skulls on our face?
No, Hispanic people are cool. They like it when you make fun of their
Okay.
culture.
All right, cool. We're not making fun of it, dude. Don't say that,
Oh,
okay?
I am. I'm making
Yeah,
fun
it's
of
a
it.
comedy podcast. We're
It's
making fun of
stupid.
Dude, ghosts are real. You know what? You shouldn't fucking make fun of them. You're gonna get haunted, dude. What would happen if you got haunted?
I don't know, but imagine you brought your baby to that haunted hotel like you did when you were a little baby Gareth Fiske. And imagine if your baby got molested by a ghost and you had no one to blame for it. You just walked into.
Have y'all lived in a haunted house before? Do y'all think you've lived in a haunted house?
My dad died at my house, but outside the house actually.
So
Okay.
he haunted the backyard.
Yeah, he was in the back.
Well, I feel like
he was
seeing
a
your
landscaper, so the backyard always looked gorgeous.
if it's your dad's ghost, that's comforting, right? Wouldn't that not?
It
be
depends. If your
comforting?
dad beat you though,
Yeah,
and then
it
he
would be
died,
like,
and he
oh,
came back
he's a
from
good
beyond the
dad.
grave to beat the shit out of you.
He spanked me once, and I punched him in the balls. He never did it again.
God, yeah, no, that would be really fucked up if your molesting dad came back from the dead
No.
and just raped
It's
you.
not molested.
You'd be like, finally.
It never ends.
Do you think you were molested by a ghost and you've been repressing it?
No, but I've definitely seen ghosts.
I was molested by
Yeah.
Ghostface
I've
Killer.
seen ghosts.
You're like, hey, take your dick out.
Hey,
Tony Stark?
I'm being serious. All right, I have seen ghosts. Have y'all ever seen ghosts before?
Have
I-
seen
Have you ever
ghosts?
lived in a haunted house?
When I first became a juggalo, my friend said there's like these like
Oh my
juggalo
God.
like little rituals you could do, and if you play the song Ringmaster's Word in complete darkness, you start to see shit. And I would think that I would see like ghosts or like spirits in the room.
You're just fucking stupid. You were
Yeah.
a juggalo, dude.
That really
That's
is one of
dumb
the
as
stupidest
hell.
things we've ever heard.
We
Yeah,
would
that
get
was
high and do
really fucking
satanic
dumb.
Insane Clown Posse rituals.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no. Whenever
Where
I
have you seen a ghost?
so I lived so I also have lived in Houston and for a little while, for a year or so, in Irving, Texas.
Okay.
I lived in Irving. I actually got like a really Texas experience. I lived on a farm out there.
How far away is Irving?
Irving is where the old Dallas Cowboys Stadium used to be.
What's your favorite farm animal to have sex with?
A horse, big
Okay.
pussy. But point being, we had all these different animals out there. I was a kid, and so like the landlord who lived on the same plot of land in this other big house, he like was like, all right, you could just go and feed the. He just used me as slave labor.
Okay.
Essentially, I would like fucking.
I heard they
feed
do that
the
a lot.
animals
Texas has
and-
a long history of doing that type
Oh
of thing.
yeah, absolutely. I'd feed the animals, clean out the stalls, and do all that shit whenever I got back from school. It was a really cool experience. However, the house I lived in was an old converted barn house, and this old lady fucking died in it.
Okay.
Like whenever I
Was
don't
she
know
hot?
years ago. I wish
Okay.
the bitch just fucking scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Like what'd you do?
So I like fucking. Well, the one thing I remember like that, like I had to sleep like in my mom's room for the rest of the time we stayed there. I was like 8 or 9 at the time. So I woke up. It was the middle of the night, and I lived on the second story of this house. It was kind of during a thunderstorm, and I was like, whatever. And my house was like pretty light, like on the inside, like where I was sleeping. I had night lights and shit. I'll never forget this shit. I saw like I like woke up. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. There was just this fucking black figure in the fucking corner, like a big ass,
Like an African American
black
figure? Or
Yeah,
like black?
totally, absolutely, like a big black man.
Okay.
Solid black though, dark as night, darker than the night.
All right.
Stood out. It was a
Dark as the
silhouette.
night?
Yeah, it could have been the Batman, but it was just in the fucking corner. I'm sitting there, literally, like, sleep paralysis demon. You hear that shit? It's like that. I'm like fucking like,
I think
holy
this was a
shit.
sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, for
this sounds
sure.
like sleep paralysis.
And then it fucking. Well, I was like, this isn't fucking happening. Like, this isn't. There's not something in my room or something, whatever the fuck it was. And it went fucking zoop, and it went into like
And
the walkway into the bathroom area.
And then dunked a basketball.
And I like, and it dunked the basketball. I heard the buzzer go off. No, then I literally couldn't do anything for like 2 minutes. And I just started fucking screaming, ran downstairs. Mom was like, "You're a pussy. Get over it." I was like, "Fuck that shit.
Your mom
I'm
used
not
to bully
staying."
you like that?
It sounds like your mom just had a gentleman caller.
She was just like, "No, this
And
is
he got
your
lost
Your
on
mom's
fuck."
black boyfriend was wandering
She's
around.
just like, "Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know." But I was like, "No, fuck that. That wasn't right." So then, a couple months later, I'm having a sleepover with 2 of my friends. And I tell them, I'm like, "Hey, guys, just to let you know, there's a fucking old lady ghost to this bitch. She's a real asshole. She might pop up and just give you a little bit of a jolt."
Okay.
Were your friends like, "You're crazy,
And
Gareth"?
they're like, "Gareth, you're fucking stupid as hell." And I'm like, "Whatever, dude. It's like 2 in the morning. We just got back from like throwing feces at people's houses and
Okay.
and
We'll circle back to that.
and fucking lighting stuff on
What
fire."
kind of feces are you throwing? around?
Mine. And we ended up like getting back home, and I'm making like a PB&J in the kitchen. So if I'm mapping out the
Did you
house,
wash your hands first?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably not. But if I'm mapping out the house, we're looking at the lower level. Here's the living room. Then there's like a stairwell that goes upstairs.
This
right?
is a lot of detail. I might not.
I'm trying to put in the detail.
I know.
So I'm
it's
in the
maybe
kitchen.
too much detail.
I'm in the
There's a
kitchen.
living room, stairs above it.
So
Here's what
imagine-
we're gonna have
imagine-
we're gonna have our editor. He'll do a 3D model of everything you're
Okay,
saying.
so so it's like boom, boom, boom. Imagine that.
Okay.
All right.
And then from this side, right?
Is
You
it
go
where the
up, there's
living
the
room is?
stairs that goes up. Okay?
Okay.
So you have a clear view from the living room upstairs.
Sure.
Does that make
Okay.
sense? The kitchen is on the other side. So I'm in the kitchen making the food.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking making this food, and I hear my friend Wes go, "Gareth, what the fuck are you doing upstairs, dude?" And so I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be great."
Yeah.
I come back around from behind the thing, and I look up the stairwell. There's the fucking black figure, whatever, that goes
Yeah.
back into the bathroom. He freaks the fuck out. My friend Kevin freaks the fuck out. I was like, "I fucking told you, motherfuckers." I wasn't kidding. Like, that was a goddamn ghost. We don't keep in contact other than my friend Wes and Kevin. We were like in 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah.
Every now and then they'll send me a message like, "Dude, that fucking shit was crazy. Never forget that."
How old were you guys?
We were like 8, 9 years old, something
Okay.
like that at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, lived at that. Ghosts are real. They do exist. That's my ghost story. Anyway, yeah, you guys. What about the Contras? How do you feel about the Contras?
The
Are they
Contras,
still
like the
going?
video game Contra.
No.
That's fun.
Like our federal government
Contras in Nicaragua.
I'm a sovereign citizen, so I don't belong to
manipulating our people, and
I'm a sovereign citizen, so I don't belong to any government.
you're a sovereign citizen.
Yeah,
What kind of
sovereign.
non-patriotic bullshit is that?
I'm a citizen of Earth.
You remember when I told you the other day that you lactate? This is exactly what I was
I don't think you
talking
told me.
about.
I don't think you told me that I lactated.
I looked at you the other day and I said, "Paul, you look like someone that lactates." And this is exactly what I was
A
talking
woman?
about.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes.
A recently pregnant woman? That's what I
Yeah,
look
dude.
like?
When you say shit like that,
You look
you
postpartum.
sound like someone that also lactates, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Don't you bring that
I wish I
unpatriotic
lactated.
horseshit.
That's a really useful survival
We
skill.
live in the best country in the world. We're batting 1,000, okay?
Our country's batting. So you agree with every decision America's ever
Yeah,
made?
we bat 1,000. There's
Slavery.
no other way. Well, we have amendments for a reason, right?
Okay, but you said we're batting 1,000.
We were currently, possibly.
You're saying we're so you agree with every single decision. So when we decided to bomb Iraq in 2003, you were like, that is batting 1,000. Knocked it out of the park.
I think
Iraq war knocked it out of the park again.
He's saying the Joe Biden administration is batting 1,000.
You're saying Joe Biden's batting 1,000?
Yo, dude,
You love Joe Biden. We need to know who you support right now. Can you cut a commercial for the candidate you want to win?
I don't. Well, Joe Biden might not run next.
Might not be alive next time.
Well, he just did a 60 Minutes interview like 2 days ago. He said some old man shit. He's like, what does that mean? Are you going to run? Because they asked, are you going to run or not?
He's been dead for probably a year and a half. And Queen Elizabeth was probably dead for a year and a half.
She's been dead for like a year.
They both have been.
Nobody's seen her publicly for a year.
And then they just wait until it's like the perfect time.
Well, they hadn't seen her publicly until that, what was it,
We're going to get
Jubilee?
demonetized now, dude.
Yeah, no. All of this is just conjecture. And to the federal government, we mean none of it. Okay?
It's weird. You
I'm
say
all for
America is the
America.
best country ever, and then you spend half the podcast lying to the government about
you're terrified of the government.
And it sounds like much of your life has been spent doing things that the government doesn't allow you to do.
No, that is a lie.
Owning a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Well, no.
But you're still batting at that. But America's still batting at that.
Yeah, they're. What are you saying? They're wrong? You saying the government was wrong sometimes?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Well, you'll have to show me the facts on that.
Who did you vote for in the last two elections?
I voted. I gritted my teeth and I voted for Biden and Hillary.
You voted for Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton.
I really hated voting for Hillary Clinton.
Do you think
I'll
people
just let
that are going to hear this and be ashamed of you?
Yeah, for sure. And in some ways they should be. It was just Donald Trump is just fucking. I lean right, but I don't think that what he has to say is something that is, or most of the things that come out of his mouth are entertaining. They're entertainment value. But his conjecture is not progressive for the state of this country. We used to.
Right, though. You said you lean right?
Yeah.
I lean back.
Well, yeah.
Like Fat Joe.
Yeah, real gangsters don't dance.
Yeah.
Do the
rock away.
Yes. Lean back.
The wrong back. No, but I think that the way it used to be done is.
Would you vote for Fat Joe as president?
Who's your favorite president?
If it was like Fat Joe or
Donald Trump,
I'd go Fat Joe.
Who's your favorite president?
I go Fat Joe.
Fat Joe or Kamala Harris?
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe or Bernie Sanders?
Bernie.
Yeah, you're a Bernie, bro.
I'm a Bernie guy.
I was going to say earlier when you were talking about growing up.
Bernie was the only politician
you sound
I've
like
ever
a socialist, dude.
Yeah, Bernie was the only politician I've ever heard that was like just said the same thing for fucking 30 years or whatever. And that's exactly what he wants to do. I think that, he is the most honest politician I've ever listened to. I really wish he would have won both.
I just like him because he looks like Larry David.
Things.
That's pretty much where I'm at. The more you look like Larry David, the more likely I am to vote for you.
They're like distantly related also.
You don't say.
Larry David.
Bernie's a Jew?
No.
Yes.
Wow.
He is a Jew.
We almost had a Jewish president.
He is Jewish.
Is he?
Yes.
All right, Fat Joe.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was a Bernie guy. I really wish, I actually studied in college government and then went into business.
What do you think about Ron Paul?
Ron Paul, not
so you're
Ron Paul. Would you vote for Ron Paul or Sean Paul?
Sean Paul.
So
just
you're
give me a line.
Let me just put you in the box. You're a right-leaning. You're a right-leaning Bernie supporting.
Dance hall fan.
Dance hall fan. All right. Your politics are everywhere.
Give me the line and pass it on.
You sound like an Indian guy right now.
What are you talking about?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can do Indian pretty well. Body.
Now you're getting into like Portuguese or something.
No. Now that was Middle Eastern right there.
Country we're in right now.
No, we were Middle Eastern right there.
What's your least favorite race?
Oh, man. Why you have to hit me with that?
Least
White
favorite
people.
Country.
No, race.
White people, for sure. I dislike most of my family.
Wow, dude.
I don't dislike them.
You are a Bernie bro, dude.
However.
What's your least favorite country? You said America's number one. What's your least favorite country?
Oh, man. Least favorite country? Yeah. Somalia. They're dirty, dude.
Oh, wow.
I know nothing
very
about Somalia.
That's very interesting.
I
that you would
just
say
said
that.
the first
you
country
don't
that
have
popped into my head,
Yeah.
and it was Somalia.
Yeah, you said the first country popped in your head when I said, what people do you hate the most? And you said Somalians.
Somalians, dude.
You said
what the-
dirty Somalians. Dirty
This is-
sixes.
This is my. It's because I watched that fucking Tom Hanks.
Dirty
movie
Somalia is what
the
you
other
call it.
night. I never watched it. It was
Captain
so bad.
Phillips?
Yeah, this is my ship now. I'm the captain now. Yeah, he like walks over.
Do you think maybe the ghost that was inside of that house was just a tall Somalian man, possibly? And that's where this racism for Somalian men comes from.
Said it was a black figure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! It could have been. It could have been a really tall.
Shout out to Mo
Somalian
Musa.
man.
Maybe it was Mo Musa in his house. He was like, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm doing a Dave Chappelle impression right now, but it's how I talk."
That'd be super tight if Dave Chappelle showed up at my house, honestly, and he just
It
started.
could have been Dave Chappelle. Did you see a light cigarette and some transphobia happening around the ghost?
I'm on your house, man.
Was the ghost like, "Man, you got a dick and you're a woman"? Was he talking about trans?
I'm not comfortable with that.
It might have been Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Man, if a ghost did stand-up comedy, that'd be awesome.
R.I.P. Dave Chappelle.
If I ever could come back as a ghost,
I
and do
wish
stand-up
most
comedy, it'd be
people that
awesome.
were doing
I've
stand-up
never-
were ghosts, honestly.
You want to kill? Who are the top 5 people you would murder doing stand-up comedy? Like you would
Right
kill? You
now,
would
I could
them.
kill Amy
Yeah.
Schumer's number one at the
Okay.
top of that list. I would have her executed
And what's
so
the problem
far.
Because she's a
Amy
woman
Schumer.
or because she's fat?
Because she's none of those reasons, actually.
she's
It's because
beautiful.
she's a thief, and all of her jokes suck, too.
Okay, so she stole
Have you
all
ever
her jokes
seen-
and they're all bad.
Have you ever seen the fucking 30-minute thing on YouTube that depicts her literally stealing
Oh, wait.
It's ridiculous, dude.
I saw that, but I muted it.
No. This isn't a conspiracy. This is Joe-less stand-up, and then right after that,
female comedian, which we don't have a lot of in this country.
I saw it, and
when
then
one of them gets to the top, we gotta take them down.
I actually saw this video, but I muted it and I jerked off to her tits the entire time. So I don't really know if the jokes.
no.
were
This
stolen
is,
or
you
not.
can't do. So literally, it's like it goes through probably like 50 different comments.
Yeah, have I seen this video with 8.7
It's 30
million views that has to do with stand-up comedy, Gareth? Yes, I've seen this video.
It's
what year is
retarded.
it from? How old is it?
It's now 5 years old now. But yeah, I mean,
Gareth, I may have stumbled upon the video having to do with the thing I've devoted my life to that has 8.7 million views. I may have stumbled
I'm just
upon
saying,
that.
fuck that bitch. And also, I had to work at.
That sucks. 'Cause I met her once and she said she was a fan of your comedy.
Oh, I would fucking throw a fucking knife at her head if I was given.
All
a
right,
chance.
number
I wouldn't go to
2.
jail.
Second comedian you were
Amy Schumer, close second.
No, dude. What about Anthony Jeselnik? He had sex with Amy Schumer. Would you want to kill him?
No, I don't blame anybody for doing that every now and then.
Yeah, props to him, dude.
Yeah, props for him.
Okay.
I really don't have any comedians I hate other than her. That's the only one I can think of right off the top of my head that I can think of. Everybody that we, go to town
Did she
with.
steal a joke from you, Gareth?
No. What she did specifically to me was she made a terrible film, and I worked at Movie House and
Trainwreck?
Eatery.
I thought
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck was okay.
LeBron James
Fuck
was a
you
train wreck.
and fuck you.
Wow.
And I had to work as a waiter for that film.
She's
at a
actually the
place-
guest next episode of this podcast, just before you say anything else.
Well,
She can
tell her
respond to
she's a
Gareth
fat
next week.
cunt.
This is
Yeah,
his time.
I would
Say
I'll
what-
roast the shit out of
Say
her if
whatever
she
you want,
came
Gareth.
on.
Do you
this.
think you could fit Tony Hinchcliffe inside of Amy Schumer if you had to? Do you think you could shove Tony Hinchcliffe in her pussy?
Yeah, dude, she could fit so many giant things in her pussy.
Which
Anyway,
comedian do you most want to have sex with, male or female?
oh, good question.
Let's
What's
do
that
male
one
and
girl
female.
with?
Male and female.
Well, in terms of like comics, like I don't really want to fuck any of the comics because I have like a thing where I don't shit where I eat. You know what I mean? I don't want to like hook up with a comic I'm going to see all
You
the
only
time.
shit in your hand
here.
and throw it at people's houses. You don't
Huh?
shit where you
Yeah,
eat.
exactly.
No, I'm saying
100%.
like famous, not
100%.
not local.
You
Austin.
get it now. You get it now.
No, let's name the local women we would have sex with. That sounds like a fun
Alright.
podcast.
So I literally, I wouldn't do any one of them
So-
because
so if I
the
get
one
one-
thing I've never fucked up with in my life is fucking banging somebody I work with.
Mm.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it go
but
correctly.
To be fair, you've never had a job, so
I don't know where you get. Of course, I've been working since I was 16 years old.
if you had to shoot
What
up
kind of
one
a
of your
lazy
former
piece of shit?
workplaces, if you had to shoot up one of your former workplaces, which one would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question.
And how would you do it? Give us another blueprint of the place
Yeah.
and how you go through and do it.
I don't think. Man, what's that most? I had a pizza job that I really hated,
Okay.
but literally the second
You can
I
hide the guns
said,
in the box.
I don't want
the
to work
sleeve.
here anymore. I baked like 3 pizzas.
Oh, nice.
And then I just like fucking said, "Hey, I'm fucking leaving today." And they were like, "We need you to do the dishes." And I told them, I was like, "I'm a delivery guy,
Yeah.
not a dishes guy. So I'm gonna leave now."
Dishes are for
And
me.
they were like, "You're gonna leave or you're not gonna work again." And I put all the pizzas in the box.
Can I put that in your tombstone
and I
if
said,
you die?
"I'm gonna leave now." And that was
If you die, I'm gonna get
That's it.
tombstone. It's gonna say I'm a delivery guy, not a dishes guy.
yeah.
That's gonna be on your tombstone.
No, I mean, dude, fuck that piece of shit. And no, they wanted me to wash the dishes with bleach. They didn't have soap. And I was like, this is fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
And I just made 3 delicious pizzas, walked out of there. That was the last place. I would
Well,
shoot that
what
guy
kinda-
in the face
Yeah.
for sure.
What
That's
kinda-
the only
Whoa. All right.
coworker.
What kind of toppings did you put on those pieces?
You asked who I would murder if I had
Yeah.
the opportunity.
Yeah, well, once I hear you say that's why I would shoot in the face, I'm like,
So what kind of toppings did you have on these pizzas?
Yeah.
I had a Hawaiian, and I had a pepperoni, mushroom, black olive, and sausage.
That sounds really
And
good.
then I went full Supreme, I believe. on
Full
the last
Supreme.
one, yeah.
Supreme
I went out
pizza.
to a Monday night football game party with a bunch of my friends.
Really?
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Fucking steal a couple of pizzas and get the fuck out of there. Quit your job.
Yeah.
Fuck those people.
Mm.
I don't know. Anyway, I was getting back to Amy Schumer though. That whore.
Enough about her. Which comedian do you think you could beat in a fist fight?
Anyone.
Any comedian.
The only comedians I'm afraid of, I would say, maybe definitely Dean Stanfield. I would
Really?
never
You're
fuck
afraid of
with Dean.
I feel like Dean.
No. I mean Dean. No, dude, you're a fucking idiot if you think you could take Dean.
He is
Dean,
pretty thick.
Dean used to be a rodeo cowboy, man. They don't
Yeah, man
have. They don't
fights
feel
bulls.
pain.
Yeah, but
Those motherfuckers don't feel pain. Also, the dude is fucking thick. I'm a
Yeah.
thick guy. That dude's
looks
thicker
like
than
his
me.
skull is pretty thick too.
He got kicked in the head as a fucking donkey as a
Yeah.
child, and
you
he's
think
still
you could,
walking
you
You got
around.
kicked in the head as a donkey? That's what you
No,
just said.
as a
Someone
child
turned
by
to
a donkey.
and kicked
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I feel like that was something somebody that got kicked in the head as a donkey
Do you
would
think
say.
you could beat Tony Hinchcliffe in an arm wrestling match?
Well, he's fucking spaghetti. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
100%. I could
He
totally
is
take.
Someone photoshopped Tony Hinchcliffe as spaghetti. That'd be good. Just
Just
one noodle.
Tony's head in a bowl as a meatball.
Yeah, I mean, I have stuff lined up for Tony and Red Band if I was ever to get back on
Yeah.
Kill Tony again.
You're
yeah.
going out there with
Stories.
roast.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would just like have it in my back pocket just in
Okay.
case. But
Okay.
I think I would just
You're
want
gonna
to
call him
suck
spaghetti?
You're like,
Tony's dick and Red Band's dick as
Yeah.
much as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they like that. I heard.
Yeah, for
Gareth-
sure.
Gareth's a killer, but don't push him.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. I don't know. I
You
don't
ain't
know.
No killer, but don't. Push
No, but Dean, I don't think I could beat up Dean. Mike's got football knowledge, and
These
he's
are-
a thick guy.
These are all local comics.
We're talking
Mike
big
Eaton.
Do you think you could beat up Dan Cook?
Dane Cook, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that pervert, dude.
Really?
Well, he is from the East
I think
Coast.
he's a pervert. Why do you
He's
call him a
Boston boy,
pervert?
dude.
He's a Boston boy, so he's probably gotten into a handful of fist fights.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know if he's
so he knows
currently.
how to handle
I
himself
think
for
he's looking
sure.
pretty beefy right now.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's working out. I'm not working.
So you
out.
don't support mixed age relationships, is what you're saying? You think he's a pervert?
Well, he's fucking like a. He said he was fucking a 23-year-old, and they were in like a long term. They had been in a long term
I think he
relationship.
met her when she was like 17, but he didn't pipe till she was 18.
Yeah, right.
You don't like that. You
You
don't
think
support
that happened, dude? You don't think so?
I think,
So you think that an 18-year-old woman should be able to go to Iraq and give her life for the country, but she can't have sex with
Can't
a
pipe down.
46-year-old dude?
No, she'd do whatever she wants, but
Alright.
you know, as long as she knows, you know, it's probably not a healthy relationship. in
Sounds
the
like
long
you're
run.
taking the agency away from this young adult
No,
woman.
no,
Sounds, you know.
good for Dan Cook as long as.
So
it
you're saying
wasn't
it's good
against
what
the
Dan
law.
Cook did. You're saying it's a good thing that he
As
had
long as
sex
it's
with
not
her.
against the law, you know, it seems a little suspicious.
is grooming against the law?
Gareth, you're impressively
so.
good at fence sitting. I actually like it. You're really good at like giving and taking just enough.
He's a flip flop.
So you can't really nail you down on any issue. You love America, but also you support every decision America's ever made funny, but also you don't.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the
That's
exact way you got to be about things.
Yeah, show business. You're doing the right thing. You're towing the line.
You gotta.
You're not alienating any fan. The only thing you really have a hard stance on is Amy Schumer, which is
Amy Schumer's a
which is
cunt.
interesting.
That bitch
Which
can
is
die.
it's an interesting because this is like a 6-year-old opinion to have in comedy is hating Amy.
Every time I see her fucking stupid face, I think I fucking hate that thieving.
He's trying to watch the Super Bowl and she pops up in it.
Oh, so mad! I couldn't believe Seth Rogen would agree to do that with such a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, Seth Rogen lost a little respect for me from not really. He probably got paid a fucking bag of money to do that. So I don't.
Would you rather have sex with Seth Rogen or Joe Rogan?
Seth because he's soft.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Joe would fuck me.
But
for
Joe
sure.
would teach you a lot of things.
Well, maybe Joe. You know what I've realized in a lot of gay couples is like the big buff dude likes to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to be dominant.
They like wait.
So
can we get John out here
in,
to prove this?
We've talked to John about his asshole way too much.
Yeah,
on this
that's
podcast.
pretty much exclusively what I talked about.
But we need to get it. This is like that one segment from Dave Chappelle where it's like Ask a Gay Man.
Yeah, John is a bottom though, and he looks like he.
But they're not all bottoms,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, some masculine.
Can we not?
Like,
Can we not call him in here?
no, he's probably
He's jerking off, dude.
Yeah,
So,
he's doing his thing.
so lame. Anyway, yeah. Well, you can just edit it in here, like later with his answer. You should interview him.
Now we're gonna have John on the Patreon soon. Someone's making us a custom gravity bong, and sending it to us. So
Very cool.
yeah,
Very cool stuff, dude.
if you were into that, we'd invite you over.
Well, I back in the heyday, I spent a lot of money on glass, like too much, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Glass breaks.
it does. You be careful with it, man.
I just got invited to an event in Austin called the Ass Olympics.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it at the
Are
creek?
there masculine-looking guys on there?
Of course, it's nothing but men.
The Ass Olympic. Is that a pervert show?
No.
Because I saw them do tug of war with a butt plug tug of war. Were you there for that, Gareth?
Dude, yeah. Did you watch the girl?
Were either of you there when the comedian vomited all over the stage?
Yes.
You were there?
And shit, yeah.
There was shit too?
Yes, there's shit. And then also, I think the craziest one, which I came right at the end, I was like, what the fuck is going on? This chick hit a bong with her pussy. Like, on stage.
She smoked a bong with her pussy?
She had somebody light it. She was just fucking.
But there wasn't weed in the bong, right?
There was, yeah.
No,
there was.
No, you don't want to tell me.
There was a substance in there.
There was substance in the bong.
It wasn't me doing it. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was like I literally came up. I came up and then she was putting it down, so I saw.
Were you attracted to that?
Pussy.
Were you attracted to
No,
that?
I wasn't.
You wouldn't want to go on a date with her?
No.
Was it Delta 8 or Delta 9?
9. I would assume. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she was smoking heroin. I don't know what
If you were a real
people
feminist
are
ally,
smoking with their pussies. It's not up to me. All I know is I saw this person doing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
I
don't have a pussy
if
that
you
I
had to
could
share
hit
a cigarette with one woman's
anything
pussy,
out of.
which woman's pussy would you share a cigarette with?
Condoleezza Rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
$50 million to eat Amy Schumer's pussy.
Well, yeah, I'd do that.
Condoleezza Rice
$10
is
million.
Do it for free. I hate her. It would be really bad.
Well, I'd eat that box.
Yeah, dude. No, absolutely. 100%.
She might listen to this, so if she does, hit up Gareth. Wow.
Fuck you.
She already saw. If she's made it this far, she's probably seen the dating tape that he made.
Yeah.
And she's already in.
Oh yeah, I mean, she would definitely not find love with me.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm in a group chat for the Ass Olympics now. I joined it, so I'll let you guys know how it.
Yeah, give us the details on the Ass Olympics.
I don't see a lot of details on there. It just says Ass Olympics and has an address and a time. So
it's an orgy, or
I'm gonna have to follow up later with that. What's going on there?
Yeah.
How many minutes are we at here?
I have no idea.
Well,
Want me to check?
Yeah, I do.
we're at 5 o'clock. I think we started right at 4.
58 minutes and 60
Wow, dude, I'm the best. I
I'm
nailed
the
it.
best, man.
I know what an hour feels like because I'm a headliner now. Did you know that I'm a
yeah?
headliner now?
Oh, really? Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you, big boy, dude.
Yeah, what I started doing is I
Doing it.
started just stealing jokes from like John Mulaney and Patrice O'Neill And I started wearing dresses and being pregnant.
Lactating.
Yeah.
Talking about your vagina.
Yeah.
Really poorly.
And now everyone really likes me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But anyway, that bitch, the reason I really hate
Gareth,
her.
thank you so much
No, hold on, I gotta tell
for
you.
hanging out on the Lonely
I gotta
Man's
explain
podcast.
this fucking bitch. So I had to be a waiter for this place called Movie House and Eatery. Really cool place. If you're in Austin, you want to catch a movie, definitely
Movie
go
house
there.
and eatery.
Yeah, it's like an upscale version of the Alamo. So you get a reclining seat. You press a button instead of putting your paper down. The food's really good there. But I had nothing but drunk old white women
Because of
one
train
day
wreck.
because of train wreck, and I've never fucking been around the worst group of people in my fucking entire life.
What about
than the
Somalians?
crowd that she fucking gathered? No, much worse than Somalia. Bunch
Okay.
of old white women that are the problems of all of this country. That's who supports fucking Amy Schumer and thinks she's hilarious.
Okay.
And then I remember I was so mad. I was coming out of like this thing. I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody in this theater, dude. It's gonna be another Batman. My boss comes up to me and he's like, Gareth, just imagine this. You only have to deal with them for 45 minutes. Their husbands have to deal with them for the rest of their lives. And I was like, damn, I never want to marry an old white woman. Anyway, that was my Amy Schumer why I hate her.
Gareth, thank you so much for all your
Okay.
racism and misogyny on the podcast today.
There was no racism.
You've been a lot of fun.
The
We're
hell?
going to promote this podcast only in Somalia and Instagram.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't
Things in
racist
fashion.
towards
I'll tag
Somalians.
Somalia.
I believe you said they're the worst race on earth.
Well, you asked me what's your least favorite race.
And you answered
I was trying
Somalians.
to be funny, okay? Somalians just came to mind.
Gareth, you were very funny,
something.
dude.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out. You going
Yeah,
back to work now?
Well, today is Sunday, so I'm not working. But yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It's not Sunday. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's Sunday, and I'm not working today. But yeah, no.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can
You
wait
guys.
till he turns the camera off to get
I
up.
want to jerk off into
Do you
the
want to hit the red
camera.
button on the top, Gareth, and shut it
Yeah,
off?
hit that red button on the top. You can shut it off. You can spill water. You're definitely spilling water right now.